That's not emotional. Okay. That's a man.
I want to say I'm
Your testosterone is what makes you illogical and emotional.
Disgusting.
I don't like clowns.
I'll know who the weakest link is.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Roaches only start running when you turn the lights on. As long as the lights are out, they gonna be comfortable eating your cereal. Y'all ain't saying nothing, climbing in your cupboard. But when you turn the light on, all of the roaches gotta start moving. I came to give a warning. Elon Musk, the light is getting ready to come on. Donald Trump, the light is getting ready to come on. J.D. Vance, the light is getting ready to come on. MAGA, the light is getting ready to come on. Welcome, because the roaches will check in, but they won't check out. The lights are coming on.
Really, we need to seriously consider making asylums great again. And in case you thought this was an isolated incident, this preacher is notorious for bile-filled race-baiting rants.
I feel bad for them in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa, wearing bow ties, shinning and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. But I ain't afraid of the spooks that sat at the door. These runaway slaves hiding in the White House.
Talking about race-obsessed simpletons, let's hear from singer John Legend. First, he says he wants Trump to be the comforter-in-chief, like the leader of the free world is supposed to be some sort of therapist for lefties losing it. And then he goes into a demented diatribe about white supremacy.
Be a comforter-in-chief, you know.
Why do you think that he's latched on to diversity so much?
Oh, he's a bigot, so. It's a belief that there's a hierarchy of racial groups and that his group is superior, genetically superior. He believes that.
Right.
Whenever he talks about competence and qualifications, any white man will do for him. Look at the last guy who was Secretary of Defense. He was a 4-star general, supremely qualified black man. And then see who he puts in after him. That's the level of bigotry that he has. Any white man is better than that.
What a contemptible liar he is. You want to know why America is divided? It's clowns like him.
What they're trying to do is divide us.
Over 400 people now have been arrested, 100 have been charged, some in relation to online activity, and a number of them are already in court.
If you think you're not getting enough energy, you must look what is your food, what is your body need. Your body, you are putting energy in an office, in a working place.
To populate this filth-infested shithole. In the rectum of the third world.
2:30 in the morning. Can I ask why for a second time tonight you are disturbing me and my son in my home?
Yeah, because there's been made aware there's videos that have been posted onto social media, including those that were made this morning.
This morning, what made this morning?
And of my officers that have been round this evening.
Right, and?
So I'm here to kindly ask that you remove said videos from social media. If you do
no, I don't think I've broke the law, so I don't think I will.
If you... And also, I want to advise you that you might well be committing offences under the Malicious Communications Act.
This country is doomed.
You don't believe science. And abuse women.
Men can't control their emotions?
Yes, and abuse women.
You seem like you can't control their emotions.
Excuse me, I'm angry. I'm angry and I'm loud. That's not emotional. That's called being persistent and passionate. And all the football coaches who yell at their little boys and say that's not emotional. That's a man.
I want to say I'm
Your
pro-life.
testosterone is what makes you illogical and emotional.
You either have to be a liar or stupid.
Y'all white people ain't fucking pissed enough for me. Y'all ain't mad enough for me. They are sending people to the camps now. If you've ever asked yourself what you would have done, now's the fucking time. Now's the fucking time. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Now's the...
To the people, and I'm sure you see this online every single day, who say you don't deserve to be here because you're not a real journalist. What's your response to them?
Well, I'm pretty sure the group of people in there spent, 4 years covering for someone who was essentially dead, and that's being charitable in my description of him, a president by the name of Joe Biden. So to all those people who are apoplectic over having new media voices, you guys failed, and that's why we're here.
You failed.
To me, that is why Kilmar Abrego Garcia's specific case, the case of the gentleman who's a makeup artist out of California who was also sent to that prison. That is why the 75% of the folks who have been sent, the men who have been sent there that don't have criminal records, that is why this is so important. Because if they could do it to them, if they could snatch students off the street without any pushback or recourse, they will do it to any of us. And to be very clear, it's going to be the people of color and vulnerable communities that are next in line.
I think that's right, and that's certainly part of why the African-American community is so strongly behind the supporting Kilmar.
Yeah, we're like, we are not for this.
Yeah, because as you just said, if they're going to whisk them away, what are they going to do with us?
Seriously, are you serious? They also studied the way gay and straight people talk.
Hi, nice to meet you. I ride a skateboard.
Sounds straight to me.
And is straight. Hey there, I ride a scooter.
Gay.
Katie!
Meanwhile, a New Mexico judge resigned last month after a suspected TDA gang member was arrested at his home. The man was allegedly living on property linked to the judge's family. Griff Jenkins picks up that story live in Washington. Griff, I feel like I could have watched this on Netflix.
Yeah, and Dana, this story just leaves you wondering, what did this judge know or not know, and when did he know it? Look, this all began in late February. Homeland Security investigation agents raided Judge Joel Cano's New Mexico property and arrested alleged Tren de Aragua gang member Christian Ortega Lopez for being illegally in the country and in possession of a firearm. Days later, Judge Cano resigned without explanation. Now, according to court documents, Ortega Lopez had been doing odd jobs for Cano's wife before being offered lodging in the couple's casita on the back of the property following his eviction from an El Paso apartment. And in the documents, it says, quote, the defendant was introduced to Nancy Cano's daughter, April Cano, who possessed a large number of firearms. The defendant advised that April Cano allowed him to hold and sometimes shoot various firearms. They also allege Ortega Lopez admitted he knew it was illegal for him to possess firearms. He associated with other TDA gang members and had tattoos associated with TDA and worried about telling the judge's wife about a specific AK-47 tattoo, a known TDA identifier. Now, shortly after the judge's resignation, Dana, the State Judicial Standards Commission petitioned the New Mexico Supreme Court to suspend him for harboring a TDA gang member. The High Court, in turn, barred Cano for life from holding or running for any judicial office. However, no indication Cano is under investigation now. And authorities also say Ortega Lopez illegally entered the country in Eagle Pass, Texas in December of 2023 and was released with a notice to appear. Dana?
Surprise! You gotta be kidding!
Dude, no one's surprised.
Who did this?
Who ate the toy? Bella ate the toy. Did Bella eat the toy? Who did this? Who did this? Who?
Who did it? Mariah? Shania?
Who did this?
Which one of you dogs ate a whole quiche? It was her, wasn't it?
This, and is it, this one's fine. Like but I have
I have a suspicion.
Bag of dog food. Who got into that? Who got into the dog food?
It is a messed up world.